Alright, chemistry students, we are looking here at our decomposition of a hydrate lab, and I'm going to walk you through the steps here and the setup on this lab. Practice lab safety. Goggles on, sleeves rolled up, no dangly, loose items hanging around. Also, make sure that if you are touching any of these compounds, to wash your hands when you are finished. Let's go ahead and take a look here at our lab setup. Back here we have all of your test tubes and your test tube clamp and stand. You have your Bunsen burners as well as the lighters for the Bunsen burners. So I'm going to grab one of my test tubes and rack. I'm going to take it to my lab table. There I have my Bunsen burner and lighter set up. What you need to do next is come over to the massing station, and you have here your two different substances. You have your hydrated copper compound and you have your Epsom salts. Each has its own massing tray and scupula. Use the same balance that you use for each compound. That way we have more accurate measurements. Very quickly, do not mix substances. Keep lids on the substances. This is a hydrated compound. It will evaporate away if you don't keep the lid on. Okay, what we're going to do is take our test tube. We are going to mass it empty and dry so I know what is in it. Now, if it is rolling around on your surface of the balance, what we can do is use the test tube holder to hold it in place and place it on the balance as such. If you do this, you want to mass the whole apparatus as one thing. Test tube holder plus the test tube. Next, I'm going to get my hydrated compound. I'm going to mass out an amount of the hydrated compound. Open the container. You are going to try to get between 1 to 1.5 grams of the hydrated compound. Place that on the balance. Most important, put the lid back on. Keep it sealed. Record the mass of your hydrated compound in your lab notebook. Take your hydrated copper compound and you are going to put it into your test tube. Once you get your exact amount, now you have your hydrated copper compound and we're headed off to do the lab. Once at your lab station, you have your nice 2-cone blue flame on your Bunsen burner going, and what you are going to do is to take your hydrated copper compound and you are going to heat it at an angle above your flame. I am not down in the flame, I'm holding it above it, and I am holding it at an angle away from my face and my partner's face. Alright, if there's somebody across the table, you want to hold it away, and you're going to heat it here. You see it steaming up, okay? And you will heat it until you get a full color change. To the lab, you're going to bring your heated compound back and place it on the balance. Again, you're going to mass the whole apparatus as one with the test tube holder and test tube, or you are going to leave the test tube sit on top of the balance by itself, okay?